So you want to get into shoes, but you don't know how and you don't know where to start at. So I'm gonna give you some advice. Some advice that I've kind of learned on my journey of being a sneakerhead and starting off with general shoes and stuff like that. So right off the back, I did not start off buying Jordans. I did not start off buying Jordans. So I'm gonna give y'all some backstory on that. So boom, when I was learning about shoes, I didn't know nothing about Jordans or anything like that because I never had the money for Jordans. I grew up poor. Simple as that. I grew up poor, so I didn't have no money for no Jordans or anything like that. You know what I thought was a good pair of shoes? I mean, y'all gonna kill me in the comments for this one, but I'm gonna tell y'all anyways. So boom, I used to work at Walmart. Walmart was my first job. I started off doing cart pushing. I was a cart pusher for like a year, and then I got moved inside to do stocking for my first time, and I was with them for a year and 7 months. My first paycheck at Walmart, I bought Walmart shoes, thinking like it was the coolest shit in the world. Like I said, I didn't know nothing about shoes or anything like that, so I thought it was just the coolest thing in the world. Back to me at Walmart, man. So tell me why. All right, so I bought some Walmart shoes, thinking that they were cool, right? And I bought them, and I can't remember what kind of shoes it was, but I know they was butt fucking ugly. I know that for sure. But there were, I know one pair was like some Chuck Taylors because I always wanted to wear some Chuck Taylors at one point in time. Like I always wanted to wear a pair just to see how they was gonna feel and stuff like that because I like how they looked and things. And during that time when I was in high school, a lot of people was like wearing Chucks at the time. So I bought me a pair of fake Chuck Taylors. You know what I'm saying? I wore them like the next day that I had bought them or whatever, and I was like, man. Like these don't even, feel like real shoes, you know what I'm saying? Like I was poor, but like I still knew what like real shoes felt like, you know what I'm saying? So, and it makes me buying them and wearing them that day right there. After that day, I was like, hell no, I ain't wearing these shits again. I was like, hell no. So like I ain't even, and then I ain't even wear the other shoes that I had bought at Walmart because I was like, I was so fucking embarrassed around that time. I was hella embarrassed, you know what I'm saying? Around that time, it wasn't until I had bought like my very first pair of shoes was from like I believe it was Shoe Carnival where I had bought like one pair of shoes. It was some I think there was some like Asics or whatever. And I was wearing them to school and shit. So I was wearing them to school and to work, and that one pair of shoes lasted me for about like 2.5, 3 years. And then it wasn't until until I had started really like working and stuff like that. I was buying clothes here and there, but they was from like Walmart and shit like that. And it wasn't until I really started waking up and stuff to the other shit that was out there because I was, making a little bit of money around this time. And I finally started waking up to see what was, out there that I could buy and stuff like that. Then, that's when I started, buying clothes from Ross. Then I was buying my shoes from Ross too. So I used to buy my shoes from Ross like heavy, from like, Adidas to Pumas and stuff like that. I bought my first pair of Jordans, the Jordan Mellow basketball shoes from the mall. That was like my very first pair of Jordans. Around that time when that shoe came out, it was like 130, yo, like $130. So that was the first time I ever spent like over $100 on a pair of shoes around that time. And then, that kind of like that kind of snowball into the effect of me buying like basketball shoes, LeBron shoes, a lot of LeBron shoes. It was one point in time where I had bought like 3 pair of LeBron shoes in the mall. And they were like some good, clean ass shoes too, so that was like my jump into, getting in the shoes. At that time, I still didn't, know about shoes. Like around that time, if you ask me like, yo, would I ever, be buying Jordans around in that time that I was buying those shoes and shit like that, I would tell you hell no, because I'm not finna spend, no $200, no $250 on one pair of shoes. At that time, that was where my mindset was, thinking that, oh yeah, one pair of shoes was, $200. And I was thinking about that for like every fucking Jordan that was out there, not knowing that it was different Jordans, different prices. I didn't know any of that until I started learning about it. So, that was my start. So, a lot of people gonna have their judgments, their opinions, which I get that, I understand. You can have your opinions and all that like that. But just don't let nobody's opinion run how you spend your money. You spend your money how you like it, you know what I'm saying? They not in your shoes, so they not gonna understand where you coming from at the end of the day. It's all about what you like and what you want to wear and what you want to buy. At the end of the day, it's your money. Like fuck anybody else's opinions at that time, you know what I'm saying? So that was where my start was, me getting into shoes at that time. So man, I hope you can take some inspiration from that. Start getting the shoes. If you want to get in the shoes, start learning about shoes, start buying shoes. Just get out there and see what's out there. That's all you gotta do.